Happy Monday, everyone. So, guys, without further ado, let's go to the Knockout High Court. But before we go to the Knockout High Court. I promise you, this time around, I have a mirror to make sure that there's nothing sitting on my beard, because the last time I was like, what is that? But anyways, guys, thank you so much for the new look praise that I'm getting. I am being so blushy because of you guys. But anyways, I also kind of like my new look, even though I think it's gonna go away because I'm not used to all of this. Anyways, guys, let's go to the Knockout High Court. And today on the stand, we had a Mr. Edward Serrao. I think that's how you pronounce. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Serrao. And of course, himself, he is a ballistic expert. And he's the same ballistic expert whose name did make it on the stand while Mangena was busy testifying in court. Him being the one of the four experts that kind of like confirmed or verified his results of the gun and the bullets, where he went and fetched it at the SAP 13 store. So guys, I don't want to lie to you guys, I was bored half to death because of the lecture that we had to go through about how this is done and which method is used and which method is not used, as well as who used what. But one thing I did pick up is that what Serrao is saying is he used a different method from that of Mangena. And then in my head, I'm like, but then if you were using a different method from that of Mangena, how it then is the same results? Because there would be some differences here and some differences there, and therefore the likelihood of the results would be positive or would be negative. Then he says something that really caught my attention. He said ballistic test result. I'm quoting him. What do you call this? I'm paraphrasing what he's saying, and not verbatim. He says that ballistic test results are subjective, but the ballistic examination is objective. So yeah, the science is objective, the science is accurate, the science, it is precise and all that stuff that Mr. Mnisi likes saying, like when he basically describes the art of science, that it's precision and accuracy, etc. and so on. And then comes Mr. Serrao, who says the results are subjective. I don't know if it was fitting into the judges what already written. I think, in my opinion, the judgment is already prepared in finding the five men guilty of killing Senzo Meyiwa, to say, yeah, well, the experts for the state, they used their experience, they used their expertise to come to a conclusion that I cannot ignore. And subjectively, this is the result that they came up with, that it was positive. And then this is going to do what? Override whatever Dave Peterson, this is the defense's ballistic expert, his results or his testimony is going to be overridden by Mangena as well as Serrao. That's how it sounded like to me. And I was like, okay, this is a mess. This is a real mess. But then again, you must also listen to Serrao's. I wish I was in court to read his body language, but his voice, the tone of his voice was giving off nervousness. And I think the nervousness may come from the fact that he knows the reputation of Dave Peterson. Now, Dave Peterson, of course, it is the defense's ballistic expert guy, right? Who is advising the defense about everything that he is hearing from the current witness and the previous witness. Now, I must also make mention of this. After the Legal Aid Board saga thing, I would have thought that Dave Peterson was no longer going to come to court, but only come to court when it is time for him to take the stand on behalf of accused number 3. So in my head, I'm thinking maybe the reason why he is coming to court is because he's disturbed by what the state is doing to the 5 men. Possibly he's thinking about accused number 2, which is Ndan's. Like, my goodness, this guy could go to prison for life for a crime he did not commit. So I think somewhere, somehow, I don't know, I wasn't there, but I am thinking maybe he decided to take this part or this portion of Serrao's testimony on pro bono. Like, no, 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 no. We need to get this man off the hook because this gun definitely, and I think he's going to say it's like opposite of what the state witnesses are saying, the ballistic experts. And if he's not going to say that, or maybe he decides to stay home and continue with his business and doing other things, then of course these men are going to be convicted of a crime they did not commit. I think that's the reason why he's in court. I could be wrong. I could be 100% wrong because they said it's only for accused number three. And it takes, I don't know how he charges. I'm thinking he charges per hour, he charges per day that he's in court. And I don't think this is the money that the accused have or the defense to pay him to come to court on a daily basis. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I think he discovered something that he cannot, his conscience will not be able to rest if he does not come there every day to assist the defense. The other thing while I was busy listening to Saraya was how possible it is that Mangenia, when he went to collect the gun or the evidence for ballistic examination, he was not misled into giving evidence of a case that was already arrested from another province. And now, of course, the results will come out positive because this is what he was given as evidence to test ballistically, right? Or is it possible, or has it ever happened that he was given evidence by the police and only to turn out that that evidence was not of the case at hand? I would love I know I'm asking it in a very confused way, but I'm hoping that the defense will ask it in a manner that is going to be understood by the ballistic expert. Like, have you ever been given a bullet, for example, to test, but that bullet does not come from a particular gun? Or they say it, or maybe it does come from this particular gun, but that gun is not the one that is responsible for the crime that we are in court for. But it does match because it comes from another case that was already arrested years ago. However, that gun was not taken for destruction. I don't know if I'm making sense with this one because there is something isn't right, because I can imagine as a ballistic expert, you are brought evidence and the evidence is to mislead you. Of course, you are going to find the results to be either positive or negative. But of course, they're going to bring you evidence of a gun or bullet, a gun and a bullet that are going to match each other so that there's a guilty verdict type of situation. Is it possible this is what these guys are busy defending their work on? Like, no, 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 this is the evidence that we were given and therefore the results are positive. Only to find out that actually that is not where or what killed Senzo Meyiwa type of situation, especially with the type of police we have in our country, and with the also wanting to be promoted and also be seen to be doing something, only to find out that this person that is now going to be convicted, it was just a person that experienced some bad luck, picked up by the police, and they smeared a case against him or her and sent away because of ballistic results that were not even. You know what I'm trying to say here? I must confess, guys, that I did not watch the majority of today's proceedings. And I will tell you what, I did watch up until 12, but from there I lost a lot of interest. After lunch, I did not watch. I don't want to lie. I did not watch up until maybe 30 minutes before it ended. And this is when I heard Rata, or he was whispering to Rose, the court orderly, asking her, is this the bullet from the killing machine? Not alleged killing machine, but from the killing machine? Is that what I heard? Because that is very disturbing, to be honest with you. I am very disturbed by that if he is meaning the gun, the alleged gun that killed Senzo Meyiwa, or the alleged bullet that killed Senzo Meyiwa. Because he sounds absolute and he sounds, as a matter of fact, that that's the gun that killed Senzo Meyiwa, or that bullet that killed Senzo Meyiwa. From a judge. From a judge. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That did not sit well with me. I don't know how it did with you if you did hear that whisper. So, what are my thoughts at the end of the day regarding what happened today? I think like I said earlier, the witness sounds a little bit nervous. I think it's because of Dave Peterson's reputation as being one of the best in the world, and he may have come up with a totally different result that disputes their results, and they may not know how to explain it. And secondly, because he was mentioned and his name was mentioned by Mangena as one of the four experts that confirmed his results, he's just saving his career at this point. I think he's saving his career, and under cross examination, I think he may struggle a little bit. I don't know, but we'll see when the cross examination takes over. I don't think we are going to hear consistencies there, especially from Gomez Zulu, and I think also from Advocate Tim Nisi, because I think Advocate Tim Nisi is very interested. He's got a vast interest on this particular witness. Of course, he has to, because his client, accused number three, he needs to get him off this case. And I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you today because it was boring. Today was boring. Not confusing, but just boring. It's information that we already heard from Mangena, even though there are like contradictory ways of how to test the bullets. And I was like, okay, okay, but I don't think my mind just zoned off from there. That is why after lunch I didn't bother, but I was interested to hear how they close the day, and see what's going on. But I think the witness is quite nervous. So other than that, guys, that is all that I have for you. Guys, if you picked up something, please put it in the comment section. My comment section is still problematic. I still can't respond to what do you call this? I can't respond to your comments even now, even doing the self-appointed expert, because I still have to click on a different device. Then it's not doing anything for me. I'm so sorry, guys. I really am. I really am. I really am. But I'm hoping it will be fixed soon. And I think I'm catching flu as well. I'm not feeling very, very good, especially since Saturday. I can tell that my body is kind of like, but I think it's flu that's coming up. Other than that, guys, let me not waste much of your time and bid you good night. And let's see each other during cross examination. I hope it's going to be tomorrow. Maybe there's going to be fireworks that I'll be able to bring before you. But today was a boring. That's how it was. It was just boring. And but I did pick up some few things, like I said in this video, that I I don't know. I'm stuck, guys. My brain is frozen about today. Very much frozen. And I'm sure a lot of people as well, they were like, what's going on? What is he talking about? Let's wait for clarity. He's going to no, sorry, I'm in the same boat as you. Anyways, guys, let's see each other in my next video. Goodbye.